Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope everyone is doing incredibly well tonight. So I just want to thank you guys so much just for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the new subscribers on board, and just those of you who have been with me for a while. I'm so thankful for you guys. And also just a huge shout out to my mega crew over on Patreon. Thanks for being so supportive of the readings. Okay, I love you guys so much. This reading is actually going to be a karmic reading, so I know that might be triggering for some people, or you just may not want to hear about it. You don't care. You're just at that place in your journey where you feel like it's just not even worth your time. And if you're at that place, it's totally okay to just click off the video. I love you guys, and I will definitely be back with some new readings that maybe is more aligned to what you're going through at this time. But for those of you who are just in the thick of it with the karmic situations, or you might just find that it's part of your dynamic on this journey. It may be a lesson that you've continuously come to earth to try to resolve or to try to make peace with, but the karmic energy is just a thing. Okay, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about that tonight. What I'm feeling is for many of the divine feminines, for I would say maybe the past couple months, you guys have been experiencing a lot of burnout, a lot of exhaustion. You've been feeling the need to do nothing except sleep, rest. I'm hearing the words recuperate. And with that, I'm also hearing that many of you need to give yourselves permission to rest. Okay. I'm seeing that a lot of you, if you're out there working, and you have a certain job that you go to every day, you're definitely calling in your vacation time, your sick days. You may just be feeling the need to rest. A lot of you who are readers on YouTube, you might be finding that it's very difficult to post, or the work that you're putting out, it's not as fiery as you could bring it. It's just for the sake of feeling like you need to stay above water. Okay, that might even be for those of you who work. It's like you show up to work because you, again, maybe need to keep your head above water, but at work you feel maybe dazed, disoriented, like you just need to be away from people, places, and things. I'm seeing the Hermit card. A lot of you have gone into this hermit mode, and maybe it's not by choice. It's kind of just been, you've kind of been thrown into the hermit position here, and that brings a lot of introspection. I'll pull out the fairy tarot first, but what I'm meaning to say, guys, and why this is a karmic reading, is because I really feel that a lot of you are under karmic attack. And why that is because there's a lot of karmic endings happening, it's actually happening. And the reason it's happening is because the divine feminine is nowhere to be found in this connection with the masculine and the karmic. The divine feminine is nowhere to be found. Okay? So the breakdown is happening organically and naturally, like it should. Lessons are coming up. Towers are falling. Many of your masculines are having certain spiritual epiphanies and awakenings at the same time. And although the divine feminine plays an important piece in this puzzle between them, that she's the missing piece, yes, but she literally is missing in action. They can't find the missing piece. So now they kind of have to sort it out between them. And I feel like eventually what'll happen when they put that piece in its rightful place, it's going to be your divine masculines really cutting ties with their karmic partners. This might be after many, many, many cycles of you three trying to work it out. You four even, okay? Depending on if you're also married, divine feminine. So what I mean by karmic attack is a lot of your divine masculines karmics are watching you on social media, and like karmic attacks end up coming, like it ends up happening through energy is the best way I can explain it. So just like manifestation, if you hold a vision or a thought very consistently, like you hold it long enough, it'll come through. And the same is for like bad energy. I mean, I'm not saying every Tom, Dick, and Harry is out there focusing on like doing something to you. Otherwise, you guys would definitely feel it. I'm saying though, like sometimes you might just experience bouts of times where you just zone out, or you're exhausted, or you're tired, like just for no goddamn reason. And it's crazy, but it's like you feel it, but your mind doesn't want to go there, right? Because the mind doesn't know how to explain that it's a karmic attack. And what ends up happening is like the karmic is looking at like photos of you and consistently thinking just ill thoughts, okay? And what it ends up doing is like putting little darts in your energy, and it kind of feels like, little pinches or just little setbacks, or a little moment in time where you just feel like you're in slow motion. So a few things I just kind of want to touch bases with you guys is shower during your day. Like if you're super exhausted and you have the ability to go take a shower, do it, because the water is very cleansing. While you're in the shower, close your eyes and ask that like any energetic darts that are on your energy or it's in your energy field, like just to remove it, like just call in the power of the elements and ask water to cleanse away anything. Some of you might, especially if you're like Queen of Swords or Queen of Wands, I'm hearing, you guys might even send that energy back tenfold. It just depends on like your personality type, like your sign, just, whatever element you fuck with. That's what's up. That's what the karmic person is going to have to be dealing with. Many of you might be graceful. Many of you may not be. And this is how you're learning to be empowered as well with your energy too. Many of you are kind of waking up and starting to realize. It might have taken you a long time to understand that this is a karmic attack. But now that you do, a lot of you have protection in place, like just through thoughts or through like your vibration or where you focus your time and energy, or like what I'm hearing for a lot of you who have really kind of taken off on this ascension is that you let it pass, okay? And this might be like a really important message for some of you to hear, but when you get the karmic attacks or you experience the exhaustion, whatever the case is, a lot of you just let it pass. You literally sit around doing nothing. You give yourself permission to sleep in. You understand that something is happening, and you know what you need to do spiritually, and you're gonna just let it pass. Like you don't resist the energy, because that's where you end up experiencing exhaustion, right? Like showing up for work when really your body is telling you, do not fucking go to that place. It's gonna drain you. Many of you are just calling up that bitch and you're just like, listen, I'm sick today, bye. A lot of you are honoring that within yourself because you're starting to see things like from a bigger perspective. A lot of you are already on your way out from these jobs anyway, because you're getting certain subtle signs that it's time to become entrepreneurs, be in charge of your time is what I'm getting with that. And yeah, so a lot of you are just like, let this bitch pass. Like you guys are cool. You're sleeping, you're resting, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do when you're under spiritual attack. Another message I'm getting as well is if you guys are having a lot of downtime, watch your alcohol intake, because the attack that I'm seeing is that many of you are going to feel impulsive to message your divine masculine under a drunken state. You might feel just kind of drawn to drink. Like if you don't normally drink, it's because you're probably busy working all the time or being on the grind. And now that you have all of this downtime, be careful of certain thoughts and things like that seeping in that make you do things that are impulsive, okay? So Yeah, that's my rant 10 minutes in. Sorry, guys. Please timestamp it for me if any of you get the opportunity to. I'm definitely opening up back the comment section and just, being in touch with everyone again. Honestly, I've had to shut it off. There's just a lot of spam on there, a lot of pornographic websites, and it's just, honestly, it really hurts my channel because it's like YouTube thinks that I have something to do with like sending bots in there to increase my analytics with like comments and stuff, when really you look at the comments and it's just like repetitive messages about getting you guys to call some kind of WhatsApp number, just all kind of weird messages. You guys know what I'm talking about. So lately I've just been kind of like, closing off the comment section, but I'm going to have to just be a little bit more on top of it in order to give you guys the best experience. Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with card number 1 here. What can you tell us about this whole karmic unfolding of everything that's going on right now? Please guide us as well in protecting the divine feminine's energy and protecting the divine masculine's energy as well. Okay, I hope everybody learns their lessons peacefully and gracefully. So we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, the 10 of Winter. I'll read you guys the message. It says, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. Okay, I feel that for many of you, this is a clear sign to just lay low, right? Like, there's obviously 10 swords in your back right now. Just let it pass. Just lay low. And that's going to be the end of a difficult, what the fuck's going on with me? Why do I feel so tired? Like, that's what they want you to do, right? Rack your brains over, like, worrying about, oh my God, like, I'm calling in sick. Where's my money going to come from? Oh my God, I can't produce enough YouTube videos. Where's my ad revenue going to come from? Whatever the case is, it'll pass. And then when you guys kind of get your groove back, that abundance will start flowing again, and it'll make up for any time that you guys took off. But honor your body, please. There's 10 swords in your back right now. You guys need to sit down, rest, and heal, okay? There's somebody putting swords in your back right now. You guys need to rest instead of trying to pull each sword out and figure out how you're going to do it. And, okay, maybe if I do it this way, it's going to be less painful. No, like, just keep the swords in there and lie down and rest and surrender. Okay. We have the Two of Cups. It's because your divine masculine is coming your way. They feel this love. They feel in love with you, okay? Falling in love and making a serious commitment to someone. Okay, let me finish reading the message. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. You guys are getting resolution of a problem, I think, twice. Yeah, the resolution of difficulties, and then you have the resolution of a problem, okay? I feel like the karmic partner is probably the problem. It says, don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Okay, so many of you really do truly need to hear that you're experiencing everything you're experiencing right now because you're under attack. Why you're under attack? Your masculine is making their way towards you and they want to make a serious commitment this time. The only thing that may be interfering is like the divine feminine interfering at this time. Let them come clean of their karmic situations completely before you would ever even you should be reaching out to be like, oh, hey, like, what time did you say we were going out again? Like, that's the only time you should be reaching out to Divine Feminine. If they have not initiated contact, I feel like it's going to be their thing to do. And that is going to be a clear sign if they really respect your energy and if they're really in tune with what's popping off with you. They'll only reach out once these karmic situations are clear. Otherwise, they're not going to have the kahunas to do it, okay? Because they know exactly where you're at. Let's see what this card says. They definitely are in love, though. Like, at this time around, like, you are driving them insane. Why can't I pick this card up? Oh, my God. Seriously. Okay, there we go. All right, the Four of Autumn, okay? Right away, I sense stability and money issues and all of that stuff. But anyways, it says manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, okay? Help out those who are less fortunate. Yeah, your masculine's definitely learning some humility about finances, and they got a hard reality check. I think that they thought that they were so better than you. They were more stable than you with that 4 there, Divine Feminine. They thought they had their shit going on, and oh shit, their karmic partner was all like hoity-toity with it, like, oh yeah, look at me doing this and doing that. And you might have been down and out, Divine Feminine, okay? You might have been building your stability with this 4. You might have been craving that energy of the 4, okay? But instead, you might have been going through the Tower card at the time, a major arcana. All of your finances were screwed. You were out of a job. You might have been working a lot of like part-time work, or working 2 jobs, like just doing like dead-end jobs is what I want to say. When your masculine kind of came towards you because of that sexual attraction, man, that sexual attraction was there. But then as they saw like this whole pentacle energy with you, this situation, you know, they made a judgment, right? They were wrapped up in devil energies, and they made a judgment towards you. And it's like, damn, have the tables turned, and they've really learned a hard lesson around this. Now you're not even at the 4, you're at the 10 of Pentacles, Divine Feminine. Okay? And yeah, the 10. I said the 10. Okay? I know it's at the 9 of Pentacles if people feel like, oh, I don't have my masculine though. It's like, you have yourself, baby. You got yourself, baby girl. Okay? And that is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? You're no longer chasing this 4. Maybe a lot of your masculines have had to go back now to this 4 of Pentacles energy now that they're trying to escape certain karmic situations, right? And it seems like they've bitten off more than they can chew here in this card. You know, they're learning a lot of lessons about having now to manage their resources wisely, having to save money, having to invest their money, when on your end you ended up getting some type of inheritance, abundance. It's like all of a sudden you went from having like $100 in your checking account to having like over $100,000 in your checking account, just like that, you know. And it's like, I feel like it's because the universe, they're rewarding you for your humility, Divine Feminine. Because you might have been working certain types of jobs, and low-end jobs or dead-end jobs, minimum wage, but shit, you were the best employee. You were always employee of the month. You gave it your all. You were good to people. You were kind to people. You overextended yourself when you never had anything to begin with, right? But nobody would ever know that. You're the type of person to give when you don't have, if you see a person in need, okay? But believe me, even that has shifted, because you guys have learned temperance and not to pour from an empty cup, okay? But, you know, that's basically how the tables have turned. Like, you guys went from being looked at like you had nothing to now you have everything, even more than your masculine has now. And this is what's pushing them into this masculine energy, because they can have what you have too in a day, Divine Feminine, you know. But are they using their divine masculine energy appropriately in order to bring about that abundance? Can they shift? Can they shapeshift into the magician when they need to? Right now, I feel like they can't, because this karmic partner is holding them down. They know that in order to shapeshift into that magician energy, they need to mingle with you in some way, okay? See what I mean by getting the energy back, guys? It's like the messages kind of come through, really cutthroat. We have renewal, okay? It says, review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. I feel like this reading, like, it's all about showing the Divine Feminine, like, this map of everything that's been happening. And now you guys are kind of having to digest, you know, what's been happening, like validate your own intuition. You guys are like, holy shit, that's what I've been feeling. That's exactly what's been happening. It's like you guys are kind of putting things in place. Your divine masculines are the ones going through a renewal. I feel like a lot of you, if you're listening to this reading, you have probably already gone through this process. You guys already know what it's like to be humble, because you know what it's like to have nothing. You know what it's like to have nothing, and now you know what it's like to have everything. And because you knew what it was like to have nothing, now that you have everything, all you want to do is share and share that abundance. And you know, many of you too need to release the guilt of like splurging on yourself, okay? So splurge, okay? Don't be afraid to splurge, okay? It could be taking a certain vacation, or buying yourself a new wardrobe, or getting your hair done. Whatever the case is, do it, okay? You've earned it. But yeah, right now your masculines are in a state of deep contemplation, just about, oh, they're in their feels, is what I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and find out how they feel in their heart space for the divine feminine. What does the feminine need to know that they're thinking about right now? Okay, so I'm being called to do group messages. So I'm going to do group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Okay, so just based on the overall energy of the reading with the 4 fairy tarot cards here, let's find out group 1. What does your masculine want you to know with all of these changes they're going through? Okay, so let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so, you know, a lot of them have been going through a difficult time, and I feel that they want you to know they're going to be slow to come towards you, and it's only because they're in a place right now where they are obviously needing help. Okay, because it says let your friends help you. So if they're in a position right now where they're needing assistance or they're needing help, they're going to be oh, sorry guys, I had to burp. They're going to be slow to come forward or come towards you. Because they're kind of subtly trying to let you know that they're working on things. This could be anything from, like, you know, finances to working up the courage to truly commit to this relationship with you, you know, being under karmic attack themselves, right? Reviewing their past. It might be difficult to do that. They might need to pray. They might need to reach out for spiritual guidance. I'm hearing too, like, before meeting you, Divine Feminine, they were never in the habit of, like, asking the universe for help or praying or whatever the case is. And then after they met you and you guys might have gone through a few cycles of separation, I feel like maybe now they're in the place of doing that when no one is looking. They might be alone at night in their bed about to fall asleep, and they're asking and reaching out for assistance on the journey at this time. Okay, so I'm hearing, you know, please be patient with me. Okay, so let's find out group 2's message. Okay, so calling in your soulmate. You know, they want to come towards you. Here's that manifestation thing coming up again, because, you know, calling in your soulmate, I feel like, is a message for the Divine Feminines that your masculines are constantly thinking about you at this time. You might feel it because for some reason you can't seem to get them off your mind. You might be, I don't know, searching social media for their profiles a little more often without knowing why. It kind of feels like this weird habit of, like, someone needing to take a smoke. It's like you need to fucking, like, check on their profile. I feel like they're making you do this, Divine Feminine. They want you to know that they're thinking about you, and that's why you're being called, or you feel like you're in this daze of checking on them. They're calling you towards them. That's why it says calling in your soulmate, calling in your twin flame, calling in that person that you deeply want to connect with. Like, there is this passionate urge within them to reach out to you and just touch bases with you, connect with you. I'm hearing too, like, just really needing to know if you still feel this connection with them, the way that they do. Okay. I'm gonna get to group 3. We're already, I think, 22 minutes in. Okay, so we have passion. I found, like, this message was very passionate. And then here we have the passion card. Okay, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Allow yourselves to be in love, Divine Masculine. I feel too, like, even the thrill of not being able to reach out to the feminine, it's like the anticipation is bringing through so much passion. And that's why I feel too that, like, many feminines are in this energy of waiting for their masculines to reach out, because I feel like a lot of you guys have grown so much to the point where your confidence, it screams like, yeah, you know what, you want it, you come for it, baby. Like, you're gonna want this so bad, and if you want it that bad, then come for it. I feel like that's the vibe of the feminines, and it's driving the Divine Masculines crazy. They're gonna have to allow themselves to just feel it and surrender and feel in love and be impulsive and reach out. That's what putting your heart on your sleeve is all about. Okay, so for many of you, your masculine might be a water sign as well, where they're really trying to make reaching out very romantic, which I think is a pretty sweet message to come through for water signs. Okay, and the 4th card we have is retreat. Okay, so all of these cards are literally wanting to be close to the Divine Feminine. It's time to disconnect from the world. They really want to be in your company right now, because, again, a lot of the stuff that they're going through, they know you don't even have to be present in their life. Like I said, the Divine Feminine is nowhere to be found. Okay, and it comes at a time when you're all that they need. You are all that they need, because the type of shit that they're going through right now, Divine Feminine, they can't talk to anybody else about it. No one else is going to get it or understand it the way that you do. No one's going to be able to make them smile from ear to ear about their synchronicity. Everybody's like, really? Like, how do you know it's not this? Or I don't know what you're talking about. No one is going to make them smile ear to ear about what they've been going through, like the Divine Feminine. And that's why they just want to be alone with you. They may fantasize a lot too about like taking a vacation with you, or just having you alone with them, like a few days alone, having you to themselves for a few days, just on a retreat, I guess, on a vacation, getting a hotel room, like whatever the case is, they just want to be alone with you. No interruptions. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys for today. All right. I love you guys. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Hit me up on Patreon if you guys want to connect a little bit more closely. I've got a whole library of other readings on there, and even written blogs I've done. And I talk about my own journey a little bit too, to let you guys know that you're not alone. And I've definitely experienced a lot of the craziness that you guys are going through as well. Okay, I'm on Wizio.com if you guys want to do a personal session. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye.